Hey Mark, it's John. Majo Juanito. I'm sitting at the local barber on Walnut, right across the street from Zambras. And it's so cool. It's so cool. It's called Local Barber and Tap, where you can get a beer while you're in the barber chair. And it's pretty magical. Here's their mural in here. Barber pole. I have so many things in the U.S. remind me of experiences in Mexico. Almost everything reminds me of something else. And in Mexico, in the town called Jalapa, Xalapa, it's a very big city, the capital of Veracruz, mountain city, very magical. Guys in Mexico take really good care of their hair. You could call it vain or proud or whatever, but they really take wonderful care of their beards. Mostly not so much beards in Mexico, but their hair. I don't have much hair. But I've had wonderful experiences with barbers all through Mexico. And the one this is reminding me of is because it was on the side of a hill like this, and set up kind of like this. And Jalapa was the first place in Mexico where I discovered gay couples who were out. Mostly in Mexico, they're not so much out, but they were in that town, which was a pretty sophisticated town. And the barber I went to just once was a young guy who I realized right away was gay. And I talked to him about what's it like being gay here. And he obviously wasn't used to confiding to people about it, but we had an amazing experience. So almost everything reminds me of something else, and often something in Mexico. And I think I'll probably do another video where I'll talk about what I know about you and a couple of things I want you to know about me. But I do want you to know that friends are so important to me right now. After 5 years of travel, mostly places where I didn't know people, almost everywhere I went in the U.S. and in Mexico, I would make friends, but just for a short period of time, maybe three months. They have a dog here, it's not really cute. The woman I'm meeting tomorrow, I'll attach her name when I send this to you. Right before I encountered you outside of Battery Park Apartments, where I used to live and where I had some very formative experiences. Right before that, the woman that I have the coffee date with tomorrow, I had met her at the Thanksgiving feast communication group. And she reminded me that she had been in one of my first groups. And she was relating how she had moved here from California and that she was too direct for a lot of people in Asheville. And that was some of my experience from being in this southern town, was that my Chicago direct style didn't always fit with people. The other thing that happened is that she's very alive, funny, kind of raucous person and attractive. And as we were going out, I just blurted out to her, I said, you're so cool. Do you want to have coffee sometime? And it was a little too fast for her. She kind of shook her a little, but she said, sure. But then somehow the topic of the Enneagram came up, and that's something that's influenced me a lot. And she said, how do you know about the Enneagram? And I said, well, in Cincinnati, which was where I fell apart and got the diagnosis, I belonged to it for a year, maybe 2 years, to a very radical Catholic group, and I always was honest with them that I don't count myself as a Catholic anymore. But this is the best spiritual community in a town where relationships are hard. Very straight, button-down town. And it had been founded by a guy named Richard Rohr, R-O-H-R, who is a very, this is this is a very fun place. Very male energy in here. And he is a very noted Enneagram teacher. And he had found, he was a Catholic priest, and he had founded it. And she says, something the way you talk about the Enneagram, I thought he's been influenced by Roar. She is like a master certified Enneagram pastoral counselor. So all that made me feel like I could confide to her, and I sent her 2 or 3 videos. And right before I saw you, she had snapped at me in a text message saying, I agreed to coffee. I didn't agree to be friends. I'm not sure we're going to be friends. And it really stung. It really hurt. And that's when I encountered you, also from that group. So that was pretty cool. So I would like us to be friends, and I think we've had such similar paths, the way we talked about dogs together, that you knew Allen Ginsberg. Astonishing. Yeah. So I think that's all I'm going to say for this one. Some people I know don't want to watch videos, don't have the patience to even listen to an audio. You have to let me know what the dose is of that. Because I also want to send you about a 4-minute video I shot this morning about radical truth-telling. So an experience I had this morning in the cafeteria at the shelter.
No more cider in the draft. It's now. I took it off. It was terrible.
Okay, that's enough. You're a prince, man. I'm sure looking forward to us being friends.